Welcome to my channel, Cusp of Beauty Tarot. This is going to be a cusp reading for December 2019. Doing cusp readings here, so trying to cater to some of the cusps for relationship and other readings. And I'm also going to be having, periodic other readings up there, so check out other things that I have. But if you're a cusp, this is going to be a nice little place for you to come. So happy to have you here. This one I'm doing right now is for the cusp of Capricorn-Pisces. Capricorn-Pisces, December 2019. The energy's for you and your person. So let's see what's going on. We got a couple kings popping out. You might have two choices. You might have two relationships you're thinking about. Let's see. Okay, so the energy where you are right now is the Queen. I'm sorry, interesting. Is the High Priestess. You see your person. I'm taking all these in the upright until I clarify. You see the person you're thinking about in the energy of the Six of Pentacles. You feel about the person Six of Swords. Not sure why I'm stumbling over my words in this reading. That's interesting. The person you're thinking about is in the energy of the Knight of Swords. Could be an air sign. They are seeing you in the Ten of Swords energy. They feel about you Justice. The collective joint energy between the two of you is the World. The Wheel of Fortune is your potential obstacle. Advice is the Knight of Wands. The potential outcome is, during this time frame anyway, is the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Pentacles. So, and a sun right underneath it. So let's see, we'll do some clarifying in a second, but you come to this time frame in the spirit of the High Priestess. So you definitely are in tune with your intuition. And the Pisces side of you definitely would be. It's kind of saying trust your intuition. You also might be holding some things very close to your chest right now. The person you're dealing with may not know all that you're thinking. I think they obviously know that you're hurt for some reason because they see you in that energy of the Ten of Swords. But for some reason there might be other things, other feelings that you haven't fully expressed yet. And maybe that's why my tongue's a little bit tied in this session. You see them as the Six of Pentacles. You might see them as somebody that has more than one person in their life that has been giving to two people. Maybe that's part of why you were hurt. I don't know. I don't always read the Six of Pentacles that way. Just right now I am, so I don't know. Take that as you will. This won't be everybody's story. Sometimes people say this is a generous card. I tend to think it's less than generous because the person giving is in the position of being above the beggars, which is almost condescending in a way to me. The red coat is like this person in some level of royalty is giving. Is he giving equally to both people? There could be a disparity there, that maybe there was not equal give and take between you and another person, or between you and whoever else this person was giving to. You feel about them another six, the Six of Swords. You feel about this situation as one that you want to move away from, at least moving into calmer and more healing waters. You've definitely had some trials and tribulations. So you're definitely wanting to see better times. Better times. The person that you're dealing with is a bit more direct, explosive, abrupt. They might want to be rushing in now or in the near future. Or they're in that energy of, they're not too political. It's a more immature energy. Obviously, it's not a king, it's a knight, but the knight comes in and out quickly and says his piece, gets his, mission done. There may be something on this person's mind. Maybe they want truth or speak the truth, or they want to just get in there and speak, period. Chances are they won't be too concerned about how they do it. They do see you as being hurt, maybe from them or something else. And at the end of that story, because I mean, this is the worst as it gets with the swords. So the good news is it's the end of that chapter, and you know, it is up from there. But they see that you've reached this, and they feel about you, you know, that maybe there is some kind of a contract between the two of you. Maybe they're waiting for something to be made right. Maybe they feel a sense of balance, a sense of justification about where they are with this. Maybe they're making a decision, a judgment call about where things are. But the collective energy for the two of you is the world. So there is a chapter that is closing and needs to close here. Hopefully a lesson that's been learned, a milestone that's been reached, whether it was through pain or not. There's a milestone that's been reached and something that needs to kind of cross over into another phase. So, excuse me, this isn't saying that it's done. But it's definitely needing to go into another phase. If it were to continue, it needs to go in another way. Or it could be that there is an ending. It's hard to say. The obstacle is the Wheel of Fortune. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Let me take some water. So, as an obstacle, the Wheel of Fortune is the pace may not be what you would like it to be, the two of you or one of you. Things are not moving along as you would like. You may not be feeling, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune in general is that things are on divine timing. Things are moving along at the pace that they're meant to. And that there's destiny at hand. So if this is an obstacle, destiny serves up something, and it may not be something that you're really fond of at the time. It could be painful, but what it's saying to me is that whatever you guys went through or you went through, it's happening for a reason. And it may not be your choice. Like you would have liked to have it have gone maybe a different way or to have experienced it differently, but the way destiny is rolled out, at least for the moment, it's feeling like an obstacle. It's feeling like it's not getting you to the goal that you thought you had. The advice is the Knight of Wands. So the advice would be to tap into your original connection maybe, or to the chemistry, or to the, you know, lighter version of what you have for you with other people or dating or even this person, is how can you bring it up and be lighter than this heaviness. I don't know if it's advising around this person, because the end result, the bottom of the deck is this energy of being free and freedom and flourishing from being free. Excuse me. Whether that's for you or both of you, and the potential outcome is the Two of Swords. So during this time frame, there's still things that need to become, you know, aware. There are things that you need to kind of open your eyes to, perhaps, one or both of you, and be aware, because right now there's a sense of denial happening or a lack of decision making. But what it's saying to me is it doesn't need to happen right this minute. It's just saying that during this time frame, there may not be a resolution. There may be still a bit of a stalemate. But let's see. We're going to definitely clarify these, because these are a little muddy to me. Because it seems like your person wants to rush in, but they know you're hurt. Maybe they think they're coming back with an apology. You're definitely not revealing all of what you're thinking or feeling, yet you're very intuitive and in tune with the situation. There is something closing out here, and you definitely want to move on to calmer waters. Pardon me. Sorry about all the throat clearing here. You want to be happier and end something. That's what you're feeling. You want to seek your wishes, and you have a wish to end this cycle. You have a wish for this to die off and end this cycle, and I think it's because it was that painful. Or you're just, you know what, it just doesn't serve you anymore. I think you have that kind of an awareness. You see your person in the Six of Pentacles. Why is that? Yeah. I mean, you have heartbreak around this. This could be a Ten of Pentacles person, but you have heartbreak around them. But why is that? It's an emotional situation. Very emotional situation. They didn't put their eggs in this basket. They didn't put their eggs in the basket of the relationship for some reason. And that's why you see them as the Six of Pentacles. They did not give as much as you were willing to or actually gave in this relationship. So you want to move on. You want to really, you're feeling some resentment still. Because they walked away first, maybe? Or weren't willing to give unconditionally anymore. I mean, you want to walk away. You want to be able to walk away. I don't know why I have this feeling that maybe they did some of that first. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you're the first one. But they're charging in here. Why are they in the spirit of charging in? Well, I think they're confused. First of all, they're sending mixed messages because part of them is feeling sort of maybe manipulative. They have some kind of agenda by extending an offer, by communicating. They're in an agenda mode. I think they're not willing to let the past go. They either have something they want to settle. They want to settle something, perhaps, with you. I'm not sure. I'm going to take a little more on that. What is that about? What do they want to settle in Russian about? I don't know, but see, they're thinking of it selfishly because by doing that, they want to release their fears, but they are coming in with something. Huh. But they're doing it for the purpose of getting out of their worry and establishing some kind of a connection in the relationship again for whatever purpose. They see you as being very hurt. They definitely do know that you're hurt and that there was an upheaval in the relationship and a combusting of the partnership and that it combusted your balance. They do know that. They do know that. They feel justice for you. Wow. They don't want to give up yet. They don't want to give up yet because they see some kind of potential, and I don't know if they have the potential to give back to you what they're still hoping for from you. I mean, I don't know. This is interesting because the energy between the two of you is that something may need to really end. Yeah, and there still has been secrets. Not everything has been revealed about somebody had options, or there's a level of fantasy here that, you know, that it's not been revealed. What is the reality of the situation? What is the truth? So it's almost like I think you're more about ending this because it just feels so frustrating. Yeah, and you're dealing with somebody who's high control monger. And again, I get a manipulative energy here. The obstacle being the Wheel of Fortune, because at this time, look, somebody was checking out. No, I'm not taking your offer. I'm just going to be here not talking. I think that was this person. Maybe you were ghosted and it was very confusing. They send definitely mixed messages. When you move away, they seem to come. And your advice is the Knight of Wands. Why is that? Well, there's something not reconciling, some passion that was blown up. But I think the Eight of Coins here, the advice is watch your pattern. If you have a pattern of dealing with a certain kind of person or taking something too far or not noticing a red flag. Why am I getting that? Yep. Right. So the advice has to do with watch the passion connection, watch the pattern that ends up not really being a real union. And passion is upended. It's not passion that lasts. It's some kind of a hook, some kind of a toxic pattern that you need to be aware of, because you might be a little bit in denial of that, and that does need to be healed before something can end, before something can manifest. Yes, the blindfolds need to come off, and there has to be a huge awareness for things to change. Okay. And the undercurrent being the 9 of discs here. You might need to go it alone for a little while and get over the hurt and come to terms with all those emotions, you know? Come to terms with the right boundaries around those emotions, because, you know, the Queen of Cups does keep her cup shut. Look, there is something in the future for you that is more stable. Okay? So let's take a few Romance Angels cards and a little more for you. Let's see, Capricorn, Pisces, December 2019. So during this period in a relationship, you're hoping for a good ending, an ending, kind of almost like a put me out of my misery ending. But you need to have a reality check. You need to kind of see your responsibility in it, and that will bring about really positive change. And I don't mean to sound like parental about that. I mean, you know, it's really easy not to see our responsibility around it. You are dealing with a soulmate issue. We do know that soulmates don't need to be the one we end up with per se. We don't know. We could move to another chapter if we heal. But the soulmate is definitely here to teach the lessons, for sure, even if they're painful. Attraction, you attract love you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So that's like a love yourself sort of card, like we were talking about. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So it may have been, like we talked about, it may have been a bit unbalanced. And, you know, the bottom line is you deserve love. So you have to start from that premise. You definitely have to start from that premise. So those are good messages. I think you're on a healing journey. You're definitely on a healing journey. So keep on, keep on. You wanting to get your happiness. You're definitely in a spiritual mode and a spiritual up-leveling, and you want your wishes fulfilled by making a change and a transforming energy, transformative. That's a beautiful thing. So keep on. What else? Any other last messages for Capricorn, Pisces? The Page of Fire, Page of Wands. There's a message or something that you want to create and spark. Wow, the World. So they're same, you know, that was the joint energy between the two of you. There is a message. Your guides want you to hear a message about a chapter that does need to close. Wow. And love, the Lover's card. It's around an important decision. It's around a critical relationship, and it's around love in general and just how you view partnerships and how you view self-love are the key messages here. So I think that's pretty clear cut. It's all around self-love, self-healing, because you're coming out of a trying time with somebody. But there's a really bright future here. There just is a little bit of work to do, and you're on the right path. So, and again, you know, it's not to say that we never can repair or go back to a certain relationship. It's just that as we continue to evolve, as you evolve, maybe if that person does some work, you never know. But the most important thing is that you evolve and you then attract at the level at which you are vibrating and that you are evolving. So it's all good, no matter what. It's all good. So anyway, I wish you a lot of luck. Hope you have a great December 2019 and watch other readings, especially if this wasn't for you. There's other readings out there. And thank you for being here, and wish you much love through the holiday season. Thanks.